welcome back to
the Zak
and Buzz
Review. No, it's not. I'm lying. It's not the Zak and Buzz Review.
It's not the Buzz. What?
No, I'm not lying. It is the Zak and Buzz Review. But what we're talking about is a game of lying and cheating. Yes, it's our review of Traitors.
Hang on, so if you're saying that, then I can't necessarily trust you, can I?
Of course you can. 100%. Without any question. I am a faithful. Or am I?
Okay, so I'm going to let you take the lead on this one.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've got to let me take the lead on this.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen this first episode, and I'm really gutted that I missed it.
Yeah, you got in late and you haven't had a chance to watch it.
But I'm going to catch episode 2.
Well, we're literally an hour away from episode 2 as time of recording. So this is going to be an interesting set of reviews because we've got to stay on the ball with this as we go through.
It's going to be every single day.
Okay,
it's coming out. Stay tuned.
I think they do have a couple of days break now and then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So that might be helpful because we've got a very we've got a very busy new year because we're filming out of Warner Brothers Studios and we are going to be busy for literally
January.
So we're going to have to see where we can fit these in. Yeah. I can see us in the car park at Warner Brothers on the telephone recording reviews.
We never know. We'll have to come up with something.
But the thing
back to the
Traitors. So, where can we start on this one? Series 3. Yep, definitely 3. Let's go through it. I've got a list of names down here because
a big list.
Because I've only seen episode 1.
There's a lot of people,
and all those names I'm not used to them yet. And of course, it gets easier as they start whittling people down. And you haven't seen any of them.
No.
So we've got.
But I can comment based upon watching the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. Well, and this is just
which were incredibly good.
This is just an edge of your seat program that I love so much because it's the idea of trying to do that deceit. I mean, it's probably even better. Well, I mean, it's great viewing, but it must be fantastic to be in the game because to be in the game itself, you've got to put your mindset there and say, well, actually, you cannot trust anybody.
No,
and,
you cannot.
And you get those personalities coming out who immediately feel that they are best. I am so good at judging people's characters and stuff.
Yeah, and they're getting completely wrong.
And then they fall flat on their face. So, I think that's the thing. It is so difficult to really judge people's characters. But interestingly, we shall come back to one of the characters or one of the contestants in a moment.
Okay.
So we have a young lad called Alex. Okay, fine. You haven't seen him. Okay, he's got what are those called?
Earrings.
Lugs.
Lugs?
Yeah, the holes in his ears.
The holy ear thing.
Yeah, he's kind of your funky young,
whippersnapper,
new age kind of guy. See where that goes.
Okay.
Then we've got a chap called Alexander. The thing is they all pulled up on 3 trains.
Okay.
They were on the way to the castle. Or shall I say 3 trains? 3 train carriages.
Oh.
The train's on the way to the castle, and then it stopped. And it was like, oh, this is a bit Howl-like, Howl.
Yeah.
Good werewolf movie.
Yeah, it is.
Just stopped in the middle of nowhere, and then they started going backwards, and they pulled into this old train yard with like wrecked trains and stuff.
Okay.
And then they were told the three carriages. Claudia comes over the tannoy and says, "Right, you've got 10 minutes, £10,000 to put in the prize fund straight away."
Wow.
But there's 25 of you,
and
there's only 22 places in the castle. 3 of you have got to go. And just literally, and they said every minute that you take to decide, you'll lose £1,000 from the 10,000.
Oh my!
That's it. And so, of course, that was a great thing because everybody's, I don't want to go. But you could see that some people were really, no, I am not going. And
that's awful. But awesome at the same time.
And other people were saying, maybe we should draw lots. And other people go, no, that's unfair, leaving it to chance. And they're going, well, no, surely that's the fairest way of doing it. You see. Yeah. So there was a lot of contention right at the beginning in all 3 carriages,
man.
And surprisingly, as soon as they said that, I said to Tina, who was watching with me, I said, if I had been there, I would immediately stood up and said, "Yeah, I'm going." Yeah, because I would.
Yeah.
I would just take one for the team.
Yeah.
And go.
Yeah.
Because, okay, if that turned out to be it.
Yeah.
That's it. I can accept that. I'm that kind of guy. but I have a sneaking suspicion we might not see.
Yeah, well, that was the exact same thing that happened in like the first 2 seasons.
You can't guarantee it, but I've got a sneaking suspicion these 3 people that went off. And the reason I say this is because Alexander was one of them who stood up and basically said, "Yeah, okay, I'll take it for the team." And it's really funny. Then everybody's going, "Oh, really, mate? Oh, that's really good on you."
Yeah, typical humans, right?
Yeah. I don't think because it was okay on my list. I did it alphabetically. So Alexander went, but he wasn't the first one who went. Then we've got a young girl called Anna. Then we've got Armani. Now Armani is the sister to Mia.
Okay.
Or is it Mia? Maya? Anyway,
Maya.
They're sisters, and so the funny thing on this one is Armani was picked as a traitor.
Oh.
With 2 other traitors.
Oh.
And when they all met each other, it's like, "Are you prepared to do over your sister?"
Oh.
And she said, "Yeah, she's out of here."
So they literally revealed that. Everyone knew that it was their sisters already.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
Oh, okay. Is it because they were twins or something?
They look very, very similar.
All right. Okay. That explains that.
But the problem is Armani becoming a traitor. She has gone off on one. She was going around saying, "Oh, I've heard this and I've heard that." And, this. And her sister's already going, she's not acting
She's going
like herself.
complete loose cannon.
Overdrive.
Yeah.
And her sister's already going, "There's something up." Because she doesn't, she's just not being herself.
Oh,
you know?
dear.
So,
oh dear.
So we should see
you just painted a massive cross on your forehead, I'm afraid.
Well, she's just being too OTT about the whole thing. And then she went off to the next group of people at the castle and started talking to them, saying, "Oh, I've heard that somebody said it was a very old person. And, oh, somebody said that somebody else does." And it was like, what are you doing? You're going way over the top. You know? Anyway, so that's our first traitor, Armani. Then we've got a lady called Charlotte, a chap called Dan. Then we've got Ellen and Fozia.
Fozia?
Now, she was a lady who... she was the first out the train.
Okay.
Bless her. She was the first one who volunteered again. All 3 carriages, it ended up having to be them volunteering to leave because nobody was going to shift otherwise.
Did they actually lose money on this?
I think they lost about 3,000. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, they did lose a few £1,000.
Okay.
And then when they said, "You have banked," argument's sake, because I can't remember the figure off the top of my head, £7,000. Like half of the people on the carriages were all like, "Yay!" And then other people going, "I don't think this is a moment to be clapping."
Yeah.
You're thinking, again, you're seeing personality traits there.
Yeah.
People happy they've got the money and somebody's taken them.
I find that's the thing I find so good about this program is the fact that it gives you such like a good comment on the human condition.
The human condition, and you don't know who you meet in life, and and some people you can. I mean, it is this chalk and cheese. Marmite. You can meet somebody and immediately, "I just don't like them."
Yeah.
But then you can meet somebody else and think, "Oh, I really like this person," and then it takes you a while to find that actually they've got weird traits compared to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or you could have weird traits compared to them because it's a two-way street. You know, let's face it. But some people are instant. Some people take a while, and other people you just hit it off with, and you're lifelong mates.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyway, so Fozia took one for the team first off the train, so she's gone with Alexander. You got Francesca and Freddie and Jack, who was another chap who also gone. I would say about Alexander, he seemed to be a real nice chap, and I think if he doesn't come back, it's a shame that they lost him because he seemed to be he had his head screwed on.
Because that's interesting because I think in the first 2 seasons it was actually 2 people that went because they had to line up in like who do you think's most likely to win, most likely to lose
outside the castle.
Exactly.
And then so that's our goners: Alexander, Fozia, and Jack.
We'll get used to the next few days.
That's it. Then we got Jake, Joe, Kasim, Keith, Leanne. Now Leanne's an interesting one when you see her tonight.
Okay.
Leanne is the Barbie girl.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
She's the Barbie girl. She has got bleach blonde, long hair. Yeah. She was wearing a pink suit.
Okay.
Bright pink suit. Okay. Matching pink suitcase. That's it. And all the makeup and everything. Yeah. Total. As she said,
dolled up.
The Barbie doll. You know. But she was in the British Army. She was a soldier, And so she's playing the.
Oh my god!
She said, "I'm going in there to everybody to see me as the Barbie doll."
Oh dear.
You know, so
I'm not sure if that's a clever move or not.
we shall see. Well, there's one lady in it. I think it might be Charlotte. Okay. Yeah, I think it's Charlotte. Ellen is also from North Wales. Charlotte says she was from South Wales, and she speaks with a Welsh accent, but she actually is from London. I think she said she was from London. Okay. She hasn't got a Welsh accent. She's putting the accent on because
that's going to be hard to maintain.
Surely, that's what she said. Well, the problem was, to start off with, she said the thing is, the Welsh accent is a really trusting accent. That's why she decided to put on a Welsh accent, because people will trust it. But then...
Oh my god, this has become so complex, and this is only episode 1.
But I think it's Ellen, forgive me if I'm wrong, you can stick in the comments if I'm she's from North Wales, and so she's immediately saying, "Oh, do you speak Welsh then? You know, can you count in Welsh?" And she's like, "I think I can count to 5. Well, I'll teach you how to count to 10, you know." She's giving all this Welsh stuff, and she's going, "Oh no, I didn't expect there to be 2 Welsh, 2 people saying they're from Wales." She's about to like cotton on that I'm putting the accent on, which is quite a fun little bit. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So Leanne is pretty in pink, but she's, she's got her.
She's a soldier.
She is an ex-soldier. Then you got Leon. Then you got Linda, who is the older lady. She's the oldest lady. She's got kind of a blue rinse in her hair. Okay. And she is the second traitor on our board. Okay.
Right.
And she's the oldest player. Now, she made a boo-boo, as far as I was concerned, because I agree with whoever it was on here, which I can't remember who it was. I think it might be Nathan, who, when Claudia had chosen all the traitors and told them to take their blindfolds off, then Claudia said, "Traitors, you will meet tonight." And when she said, "Traitors, you will meet tonight," they said, "Traitors," and Linda looked straight over to her. It's almost like, I'm sure it was Nathan picked up on that and said, "When Claudia said traitors, you looked straight at her." You know, she, "Oh yeah, I was." Well, if you hear somebody speak, of course you're going to turn and see what they're going to say. You know, but I think she was a bit too obvious. So she's like.
So far, out of the 3 traitors we have, they're both pretty.
Yeah, Armani's
new to the job.
Armani's going over the top. Linda may have made a serious error. She's trying to backpedal at the moment on that. Yeah. Then you got Lisa, who is another older lady, who is a vicar. Okay. But they don't know she's a vicar. She took her dog collar off. Okay. See, and asked about whether being a traitor or a faithful. Thank you. Being a traitor or a faithful.
I'm beginning to question his loyalty.
Sorry, not the traitors. So, but how can you lie because you're a vicar? And she said, "I may be a vicar, but I'm not a saint."
Okay.
So that's an interesting one. So she's keeping it on the low that she's a vicar. Yeah. Then you've got Olivia, and then you've got Maya, who is the sister of Armani, who we've already spoken about, who is already suspecting her sister is acting weird. Then you've got Mina, who is the 3rd traitor. And she, so far, is under the radar. She hasn't put a foot in it. She's keeping herself to herself.
The strongest of the traitors,
though. I would say she's the strongest of the 3. And could go already. I think she's got
legs to go all the way.
Well, I don't know about to go all the way. It's too early to say that. Okay. But she's certainly not playing any silly games.
Yeah, she's in it to win it.
Yeah. Armani, in my opinion, is going a bit too over the top. Linda, as I say, may have made a bit of a balls up. Yeah. Mina, she's not going to get chucked out in the first round. So she's solid at the moment. Then you got Nathan, who is, I'm sure, the one who's questioned Linda. Right. Nathan's sharp. Yeah.
Sharp.
He's sharp.
Sharp like a hawk.
Yes, it is. No, I think he was one of the options for the traitors to kick off, but he stayed. You got Tyler, and then you've got Yin. Now, Yin was an interesting one. Yin, she is. I think she said she was a psychologist, or she's got something to do with human behaviour.
Behavioural psychology.
That kind of thing. But I'm not sure. I don't think that's what she was. But she was saying
she's got the credentials that would give her the impression that she's
and
got a deeper understanding of people.
When she was being interviewed,
and...
she got this really
Thanks.
already detailed game plan of assessing everybody's personalities, working it all out, and being able to like figure out succinctly who the traitors would be.
But then I think the problem there is convincing everyone else.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but that's not going to help because the traitors killed her.
Oh.
They all saw that she was way too sharp. She came over, so I'm going to really analyse this. I'm going to really get to this. And they went, yeah, no, she's off. So she was the first kill. So,
that's fantastic.
So in the first episode, Yin got killed. We got 3 people we may see again.
Yeah.
And the episode finished around the table.
So they're deciding to kill somebody else?
No, at the moment they're deciding, around the main table, they're deciding who they think is a traitor or a faithful.
Right.
And this is where I think Linda... She's going to have to be lucky to get through on the skin of it, by the skin of her teeth.
So maybe we should finish this review on basically guessing who do we think is going to go out at the round table.
I think it'd be Linda.
You think it's going to be Linda?
I think Nathan...
We can review this every single video we do.
Yeah, we do. But I think if it was Nathan that's poking the finger at her, I think other people have also gone... Oh yes, because she just turned straight away to Claudia
and Linda.
And Linda's going.
That was
I think I might have made a boo boo.
That was a big error, an early error that really is going to cost her.
Of course, for the rest of them, they're all looking at each other pretty much on a level playing field, not knowing who is or who isn't. So I think they're probably going to go for the who they think.
Yeah. Rough guess,
or just agree with other people at the moment, So we shall see. So that's it.
Exciting stuff.
Episode 1 of Traitors. It's a fantastic show. We love it, and we're going to see if we can stick with it.
Yes, we definitely
Even though we've got a very hard-working month ahead.
We've got our second episode tonight, so we're going to basically
T-minus 20 minutes.
20 minutes until the next episode. So stay tuned for the next upcoming review
of Traitors. Are you a faithful or are you a traitor? There you go.
If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see.
You can trust me, Zach. See you in the next one.
But the truth is, can you actually trust me?